Talk dirty to me.
To say a lot happened this weekend would be an understatement. Not only did Canada get an additional 10% tariff, we now have the US and China kind of sort of insinuating we got a soybean deal. Let's get into it. Also, if you're into farm markets and that kind of thing, go hit that follow button. I do a lot of this stuff. So in the post that's released today, we got Trump saying the US soybean farmers will feel very good about what's going on for both this season and the upcoming seasons for several years. Now, here's the thing. Trump says a lot of things that allude to deals like China's going to quadruple their sales. Last time I checked, 0 times 4 is still 0. But now we got someone from China, not even going to pretend to pronounce this, saying that the two sides reached a preliminary consensus. Here's the kicker. Nowhere in here is there actually any number yet of what they're going to buy. But you want to know what markets love? Rumors. Buy the rumor, sell the fact. Soybeans gap higher today. Now, here's the thing. 1080 beans is a pretty major resistance on this chart. They desperately need a soybean deal to break through any of this here. There is nothing concrete yet, and I don't know if it's coming or not, but what I'm getting at here is this is a rumor still. And guess what, canola farmers? Canola's up too. We're up like $7 on the overnights here. Jan canola is nearing that 640. I also would like to point out that's also a pretty major resistance level. We don't currently have a deal with China either. And I'm thinking we got a big canola crop in the making here. Well, already made, I suppose. Harvest is done. This is where things that come into your grain marketing plan of discipline, of really digging into does this make sense for a rally to happen? Or is this something that I should actually be capitalizing on for an opportunity? I don't have a clear answer for you because guess what? None of these headlines are clear. All I know is as of this point in time, and this could be very different by the time I wake up tomorrow, China's not buying Canadian canola and they're not buying US soybeans. That has to change, and it hasn't today. Not oilseed related, but Kansas wheat, we've broke above the 20-day moving average. I don't love moving averages as a great technical indicator, but that's where sometimes you can get a feel for maybe should you start to change your bias? Where is this market going to head? There has been a little bit of a shift. What that shift means, I'm not exactly sure. Does that shift mean we should be selling? Does that shift mean we should be holding? It's just something to be watching when you're trying to bring discipline to your grain marketing plan. Now, here's the thing. I'm assuming majority of you watching here, Canadian farmers. We sell our wheat on the Minneapolis chart. We do not have nearly the same traction on this chart, but it is above the 20-day moving average. The thing also with the Canadian farmer is that our basis levels have been strengthening. So we've got a falling dollar. We've got great demand. We've been exporting wheat like hotcakes. There's a lot of things that can go into our wheat price. Even though the market's been completely falling apart, our cash price has stayed relatively similar. One other thing we really need to watch in wheat is volume. And that is partly why you see different rallies in Kansas versus Minneapolis. That's this column right here, volume. Now, here's the thing. In Canada, this is the contract we use, this MW. Now, this is an overnight screenshot here. The volume is going to be more during the trading day. But look, we've only got 1,000 contracts that's trading on this one here. Now, the new wheat contract that's come out now, this one's now got 4,000. The interest and the liquidity is moving there. This is your Kansas chart. It's got 2,400 contracts so far here. And then this is your Chicago wheat. It's by far the biggest one traded in the world. But that is going to be one thing that's going to be mindful when we're looking at a Canadian wheat price is grain companies are still using this. I would love to know. Ask your grain company, what are they doing about these things? I hate to say it, and I don't mean this as any knock to them. They probably won't even have a good answer for you. As a grain market advisor, I'd love an answer on this. What are we doing in Canada? Now, as always, I'm just here to provide information. These aren't necessarily my biases on anything. If you would like more information on this stuff, make sure you're reaching out to someone who watches these things. In your grain marketing plan, I cannot stress enough, do not make your decisions off of feelings. Do not say, wow, I feel like the market's just going to bounce here. Have a look. Is someone buying? Is someone selling? What's the price here? What's the price there? Go and get some concrete things to develop your grain marketing plan around. It will help you make easier decisions. It doesn't always mean that they're necessarily right. I can't tell you if World War III is coming. Who knows at this point? I can't tell you what the next political tariff is going to be, but they will help bring some clarity to your grain marketing plan and maybe help you feel like you're making some better decisions. If you are interested, I have a link in my bio. I can help you bring some clarity to that grain marketing plan.